was good. Hello. Hi, everyone. It's me, Alex. How are you?
He's back.
I'm back.
Good.
Welcome to MMT Millennium Movie Talk. It's a movie and TV show podcast. But first, we have to talk about. I'm one of your hosts, Brayden, joined as always by Michael. Joined as always, again, returning from his holiday in
Just remind
Bali.
of
Alex, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm just gonna make sure that we can hear everyone first.
That's fair enough. We don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to have to start the show again. Let's see. Is it working there?
Yeah, it's back.
You got it all good, buddy?
It's good. It's good. We're good.
We're good. How was your trip?
Mate, good trip. It's a good trip.
Good trip.
See you next fall. How good was that trip?
No, legitimately, had a lot of fun. You can head over to Alex's Instagram to see some of the fun adventures that you had. Whitewater rafting, quad biking through caves,
Dying.
hanging out at the pool.
Falling
Tell
out
us
of-
about your whitewater rafting.
Fell out of boat.
I mean, we did briefly touch on it last week about the photo
the incident
that was
The
uploaded
incident.
and how we got enjoyment out of seeing that.
What
But
HR gonna call it from now on?
I was legitimately concerned about how your trip was going until you messaged back saying that you had like the best day ever.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah,
happy
that
to
was
hear
rough.
that.
I was like, of course I fell out. Of course.
Yeah, of course you had to.
Of course. But yeah, no, good trip. Really good trip. No dramas on it. Didn't lose a passport or anything. Didn't end up like The Hangover. So
Good work.
you
that's
know,
a good.
it's
That's a good
always
start.
fun when you don't die on a trip.
That's ideal. You
100%.
know, makes for a more boring story, but
Of course. You don't. If the story was better, that would be better. But
yeah, you can't really sell that to Hollywood. So
No, I thought it was very interesting how you kind of wanted me to get caught in a cave, so you could get a
No,
Hollywood story.
I didn't want you to. I was terrified that you were sending us clips from the set of 13 Lives too.
Yeah, no, I thought you just
14
wanted me.
Lives.
I thought you wanted me dead.
No, that was not a threat.
That's okay. You can want me dead.
No, I'm not one of those people.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Are you
with
sure?
it.
No. Yeah, sound off in the comments if you. No, I'm joking.
If you want Alex dead.
We are a
I'll sound
movie
off right
TV
now.
show podcast. Some TV shows are coming to a close. There's some big deals. And I went and saw a new movie. What do you want to talk about first?
You can talk about your new movie, or do
New
you want
movie?
to, or do you
You
want
normally you normally sit back, Brayden. So you can go first.
I
this
do
time.
normally chill out while you guys talk about the latest in TV shows, and then I talk for 5 minutes about Bluey and Doctor Who. So, no,
Take it away.
a new film came out last week from the folks over at Disney. You might know them for such hit films as The Little Mermaid from the 90s, the animated one. Well, guess what? They're back, and it's a new one. And by new one, I mean the old one, but they've changed some stuff. And it's not animated anymore.
Tell us more.
This is from the incredible creative genius of we can print money by just making our old films new.
Disney?
And so there was a new one of that released last week. And Michaela was like, hey, yeah, I actually like Little Mermaid, so I want to go see it.
Little Mermaid
And-
has the best Disney song there is.
Which one?
Part of your world. Part of their world.
Part of that. Okay.
It's the best Disney
Uh,
song.
I am partial to Kiss the Girl.
Kiss the Girl is
and,
also very good. If anything, it's got
yeah.
top 3 Disney songs ever. Kiss the
really,
Girl, Under the Sea.
really good songs in this.
Yeah.
We'll talk about how different it is. Which
Were
is
the
good,
new
which
songs
is
bad? Like in all Disney ones?
I have things to say about the songs in this film.
Because my mum and sister want to go see it, so I'm always going to see it with them.
So Michaela wanted to go see it. I don't think I've seen The Little Mermaid, the original, since maybe the early 2000s.
Last time my
when
sister
I
watched
was
it, it's probably when I
Younger
watched
than
it.
10. So
Yeah, I
that's
definitely
I
haven't seen
wanna
it
be
in
where the people
a
are.
good extended period of time as
I
well.
wanna
Yeah.
be-
to the point where after Kiss the Girl, I couldn't remember what happens in that film. Like, I could not remember the ending climax of that film in
Doesn't
any way,
Ursula
shape, or form.
No, I remember. Ursula turns into big squid person and they stab her
Yep.
with a ship.
Yep, you nailed it. I did not know that, so when that was happening,
I
was
also
like,
do not
what
remember
the
that,
fuck?
but I have very limited knowledge of this movie.
I have a terrible
Guys,
memory as it is.
come on.
So
Little
Michaela was
Mermaid.
sitting next to me going, you didn't know this was going to happen? But no, let's get into it. The Little Mermaid, enjoyed it. It's nice. It's fun. They do a good job of adapting the original in the sense that, like, I recognize stuff. Michaela, who actually really likes it, like, recognized a lot of stuff, liked a lot of how they handled it. The casting's quite good. I was surprised by how much I liked Melissa McCarthy as Ursula. She does a great job. She really actually gives it some character. Like, I was scared it was just gonna be Melissa McCarthy.
I've only heard one bad thing about all of the acting.
Oh,
and that is, I can't. The two things. So I've heard that Ariel and Eric don't have a lot of chemistry. And
no, there's only one scene where they actually have any chemistry, and it's during Kiss the Girl. So, like, that's kind of cheating.
Heard that Xavier Bardem as King Triton is very not good.
So he is bland as fuck, unfortunately. There's one scene where there's a moment of, like, some actual character to him, and Javier Bardem actually, like, you know, changes his facial expression for once and his voice a little bit. But, like, it must be tough for him because, like, I'll also say this is a negative I have with the film. The CG on them when they're mermaids underwater, not great.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
It's really long.
How long the other?
How long is the original?
That's a good question.
I'm looking at right now.
That I can't answer you.
It is an hour and 23 minutes.
Yep.
What have they done for an extra hour?
Are you ready? They gave Prince Eric some actual character development and storyline. They straight up just went, "Hey, Prince Eric, your whole deal was that you're the prince and you fall in love with this girl. That's your whole thing." In this one, they're like, "Oh, we have to give him something to do. We have to give him something to do." I know. Let's just make him the exact same as Ariel, and he collects things from around the world on his travels and stuff.
Oh, okay. So they didn't give him good backstory.
No, it's kind of it's meh. Anytime Prince Eric was on screen, Michaela and I continuously looked over and went, "This could have been Harry Styles," and we would just laugh.
It nearly was Harry Styles, wasn't it?
I know, which is hilarious because you'll watch this movie and you'll be like, "Thank God this is not Harry Styles." They have put in some songs from the Broadway show, I believe, and then there are some new original songs from your boy Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Are they good? I didn't know he did them.
This is, I think, the biggest crime of the century in this film.
Oh god.
You got Daveed Diggs as Sebastian, who is my personal favorite in this entire film. Not just because he's Daveed Diggs, not just because he's Sebastian. He's legitimately, like, my favorite part of this film. He holds this film together, in my opinion. Like, during all these scenes where Ariel can't speak, and, you know, you've got Sebastian trying to just, like, get them to continue the plot, basically. Daveed Diggs is excellent as Sebastian. Hands down my favorite part of the film. You got Daveed Diggs, one of the greatest rappers on Broadway. Well, I think the greatest rapper on Broadway, and just an excellent rapper overall. He's Sebastian. You're doing a new song written by Lin-Manuel Miranda for the film.
He didn't rap.
Okay, you're gonna give Sebastian a rap. No, you're not. You're gonna put a rap song in, and 98% of it is going to be rapped by Aquafina as Scuttle.
Boo.
Apparently, Scuttle talks underwater in the film as well.
That flipped me. I was so confused. The first scene Scuttle's in is a conversation underwater, and I was like, "What is happening? I don't know what's going on."
Can birds go underwater and talk?
It's one of those, like, it's one of those birds that does swim to, like, catch fish, but, like, what? So the water physics don't really make a lot of sense in this film either. There's a part where Ariel's in a little cave of knickknacks and doodads, and she, like, throws a pocket watch, and it just sort of, like, bounces with gravity. It's weird. Yeah, the CGI, I mean, like, Under the Sea and Kiss the Girl are, like, the stars of the show in this film. Like, they are spectacles. Part of Your World's fine. Like, they do a decent job of it, but unfortunately, the actual sequence of it is just watching Ariel, which is poor CGI underwater. And in a cartoon, it's a lot easier to get away with those moments in the song where she's like, oh, what do they call it? Feet or whatever. when you're watching an actual human face try to act like they've forgotten a word and then remember the word to the song, it just doesn't quite work as well. Halle Bailey does a great job. She really does an excellent job as Ariel. And the fact that she's got to do half the film completely silent, like that's a tough ask, and she does a great job. Aquafina as Scuttle is fine until that one song, and you're just like you're sitting in there and you can't help but laugh at it.
I like
Because if you don't,
I like Aquafina.
I also like Aquafina. And in it, I just had to laugh because it's just like you've got Aquafina rapping, and then literally in the last 6 seconds of the song, because I looked at it on Spotify, the last 6 seconds of the song, throughout the song, you get Daveed Diggs throwing in little like Sebastian lines, but he's not rapping, he's just acting. And then in the last 6 seconds of the song, you actually get Daveed Diggs as Sebastian joining in on the song. So he raps along with Aquafina, and he does his really quick rapping, which is really impressive. But it's like 5 seconds. It's hilarious, just so weird and out of place. So, you know, it's fine. You can't miss it. Giant kaiju Melissa McCarthy as Ursula can't hurt you. She's not real. Though she will haunt me in my nightmares.
Is she scary?
Even the film doesn't want to show you her face in that scene. It's like straight up terrifying. They sort of just like hide her in shadow so that you can kind of tell that it's a big CGI Melissa McCarthy face, but it's also not.
How was Jacob Tremblay as
forgettable.
as
Very,
Scuttle?
very forgettable.
Scuttle? No.
Flounder is so disappointing.
Oh.
I mean, like they've gone for the whole like realistic look, which kind of just makes Flounder look like shit.
To be puffy. He used to be.
Yeah,
like,
he was
got the
really
big
He's
round.
got the chubby cheeks.
Yeah, and they're like, no, we're going to make him like a real flounder. So he's boring colored and he looks boring. It's like, well, that sucks. Why couldn't he just be an interesting looking fish called flounder? I don't know. Sebastian definitely steals the show. Javier Bardem is a bit of a disappointment, sadly. But yeah, like it's fine. It's enjoyable. Like you'll sit there and you'll watch it. You'll be like, yeah, this is nice. Again, Kiss the Girl steals the show for me. I think Kiss the Girl was up
I do want
there
to see
with
it. I do want to go see it.
I'm interested.
with Under the Sea.
I'd rather watch this one and then go watch the original again straight after than the other way around.
I actually think, like, just thinking about it, I think I would actually prefer to watch the new one than go back and watch the original. Like, which is interesting because I wouldn't say that about The Lion King, but like I think with The Little Mermaid, I think
we got gaslit.
They do a
by
good
The
job of
Lion King,
adapting
eh? We came at that movie being like, yeah.
And then, I enjoyed The Lion King in the theater.
And then,
because it was The Lion King.
I enjoyed it, but like upon watching it the second time, I was just like, everyone's right. These fucking animals have no emotion at all.
Once you become aware of the faces, it actually, that's what ruins it for you.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there enjoying the plot and the music of The Lion King, which is an excellent film.
I was just like, that looks cool in real life.
It's kind of cheating, isn't it? It's like
cheating.
It's a good movie, and then you're just making it again.
I think Beauty and the Beast is like the one that's the most like the original.
But they even added new stuff in that, and that new stuff was actually good.
I like Beauty and the Beast. People really don't like Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
I quite enjoyed it when I finally watched it.
I think Emma
it took
Watson
me a very long time.
She's hot.
But yeah, I recommend people see it. If you want to support Alex in the box office draft.
Not me.
Not you?
Chris got a little.
Oh, Chris has that one. I keep forgetting that was the one Disney film you didn't get.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think I gave it a 3. I think Michaela and I both gave it a 3, and Michaela was disappointed because they had the opportunity to use one of the songs from the theater production that would have been really good to actually give like Ariel's sisters some character rather than being like diversity plays, because each sister is from like a very different, distinct part of the world, and they didn't put that song in there, and so Michaela was sad. So.
But why did they make her black?
Here's the funny thing. With the new one, there's straight up like maybe 2 white people in it. like 2 or 3, and it's hilarious because like you're watching the film and then you're like, Prince Eric's white.
There's a review.
I think the original voice for Ariel is in one of the scenes as a little cameo, so she's white as well. And then like 1 or 2 of the sisters are also white.
There's 2 reviews here on IMDb, and one of them is I watched it high, and Sebastian was freaking me the fuck out. And the other one is I know a Lin-Manuel Miranda song when I hear it. I'm talking to you, Scuttlebutt.
Yeah, honest to God, like the second it starts, you're like, this is Lin-Manuel Miranda to a T. But you know, it's fun. God, I listened to that song once when I played it to someone at work, and it was stuck in my head. I'll give him that. It's freaking catchy.
So, I'll quickly do this part of the show because Chris is
Get it.
not here. But Succession ended last night. Season 4 wrapped up. The whole show wrapped up. My God, did they nail the landing about everything that the show's been about?
They succeeded.
They succeeded. What an ending. Obviously, I can't go too much into it. And I won't.
Spoilers.
Me and Gemma have watched, I think, the first 2 episodes. We started last week.
That's it's funny because like after the first 3 episodes, there's not a single episode under an 8 rated. Like the first 3 are like 7.7, 7.6, and then 8 onwards.
Yeah. I was just saying before you continue on with these first 2 episodes, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really interested to see where this goes.
They're the worst.
The camera work.
I love the camera work. The camera work's amazing.
It's just you go from shows that have aren't are just really set well, and these ones look like they're fucking handheld filmed.
Yeah, they are.
Weird zooms in and out. It's different.
Let me tell you how they run through rehearsals for the show. They do 2 separate rehearsals. They run one through for the actors to get all their blocking down pat, and once that's all done, they run through a second one just so the cameramen can get into, and they can go, we can zoom here, we can do this here. So they run 2 rehearsals for it. Season 4 has an average of 9.3 per episode.
Damn.
Does that camera style stick the whole way through?
Yeah, and it's great.
Okay.
The highest rated episode being a 9.9, and that's episode 3. And then the rest of them, the last 3 episodes are 9.5, 9.5, 9.6. So I mean, it's fantastic. Season 1, you've watched episode 1, so you've seen Roman be an absolute cockweed to the baseball family. Which was he goes, so they do like a Twilight style family baseball game.
After the birthday lunch.
After a birthday lunch. And there's this family that are there. I'm
guessing the dad's groundskeeper and maid.
And maid, and like Roman goes up to them and he goes, "I'll give you $1 million if you can hit a home run."
To the son.
So he gets this
also Mexican
family.
Just to put it out there.
And immediately you're like, this kid's just like, I've got to hit this home run to help my whole family.
Yeah.
And the guy that plays Roman, Kieran Culkin, you probably don't expect him to be your favorite character by the end, but he probably will be.
Oh, he's already my favorite character.
Yeah.
I love him. I love how much of a dick he is.
He's an arsehole. I think have you been up to the episode where he just comes on the window?
No.
It's an episode where he it's in the next 2 episodes. He just comes in a window.
I mean, I shake my head in shock, but that did also happen in Sex Education on Netflix. So.
No, we've only done the first episode. We've had them pretty much just in the hospital.
Yeah.
For the whole second episode, so you get the small moment of him being vulnerable, I guess, of wanting the jumper that smells like his dad, but then immediately he's just nah, don't want it.
Kendall's my favorite character, and he's still my favorite character towards the end of the show. He's Jeremy Strong, and he's the number 1 boy. We love Kendall Strong. Kendall Strong.
Yeah,
we love Kendall
I'm
Roy.
Curious. Without getting into any spoilers or anything, are you happy with how it ended personally?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I can't go into it too much, but
no, you can't spoil it. But
everyone got what's coming to them.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah. And Shiv still remains to be a cunt. So, but she's from Adelaide, so it's okay.
Well, there you go. Homegrown hero.
Homegrown Scotch College zone.
Oh,
Jesus.
That's just ruined it.
So yeah. So we'll talk about that next week when Chris is back.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, another show ends.
It does.
Another show ends.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Oh,
We get series finale of Ted Lasso tomorrow.
But man, you know, it's never fully been confirmed whether it's a series finale. It's just been extremely hinted at it.
Yeah. When asked about it, they're just like, you know what? We just want to leave people with what we
elusive. But yes, this episode was the one that made everyone cry. This is Jamie going back to Manchester to play against Man City. This is Ted's mum comes to town. We spoiled Ted Lasso.
That's my favorite movie from the 70s.
Before you obviously went on the podcast for one episode the other week. What did you think of that one before we jump in?
Break?
On
what happened in International Break? That was when Danny destroys Van Damme's nose.
Yeah,
super funny. That
one's a big one about Sam and fucking what's his name? This
is the one where they want to create the Super League.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, great. That was a great Rebecca episode.
It was.
They hinted at Rupert trying to kiss Rebecca, and everyone got so happy when she just said no.
Oh, I audibly, like, seconds before I turned to Gemma, I was like, I swear.
And that was the big Nate episode where we follow Nate through...
with his dad.
Yeah, with his dad.
Dealing with everything.
He quit West Ham. And Brayden's leaned back again.
I'm just enjoying the podcast. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, Nate quits West Ham and then deals with all that. Obviously, this episode, we kind of get Nate finding his way back to Richmond. Jade continues to be one of the best characters introduced this season.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Love her.
Very surprising.
Love, I think everything with Nate's been handled perfectly.
I'm sort of on the, I want a bit more, like, I wish we had, like, just, like, another little, like, just even a little bit more of him with his, like, sort of, like, making up with his dad for, like, the past.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a small subplot in the grand.
That is true. That is true.
Of the show, that I'm okay with the time it got with it. I thought it was fantastic.
Oh, it was a beautiful moment. It was a great moment.
I like that Jade just seems to disappear when everyone else comes on screen. So, and Nate keeps having to convince people that that's his girlfriend, even though she just disappears.
Oh yeah, it's my
girl. She's gone. The three key points of this episode absolutely were Coach Beard talking to Nate, and we learn more about Coach and Ted's relationship. It was finding out where Jamie's dad is, which broke hearts, and Ted talking to his mum at the end, which also broke. That was so, like, my parents. I came home from Bali and I was just like, Ted Lasso ends this week, and they went, that last episode was amazing. And yeah, because the thank you and the fuck you, Jason Sudeikis, man can act.
He can, and I like. There are so many moments in just over this show that, like, whether it's like a happy thing or it's like sad, there are so many moments purely from him that make you cry.
I can't remember what he says, but I don't know what he says for the thank you, and he was just like, thank you for doing all the funny little things for me, for leaving notes in my lunch boxes and putting googly eyes on the fruit at the grocery store.
To make him feel good, but fuck you for not talking to me.
He's like, but fuck you for not working on yourself.
Fuck you for making it feel like
I had to pretend to be happy and okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, Brayden, you'd really like the show, man.
I was gonna say, damn, that sounds incredible. Just from, like, even you guys just talking about it. My parents have been loving it as well. It is the next one that Mikhail and I need to binge watch because
it'll make you cry.
Like, We're late to the party. So
the whole
also,
episode,
one of the best episodes for on pitch cinematography and like action. Like
it's a fun episode.
I
I'm so
enjoyed the
happy we're
soccer part of
winning.
it.
I don't think they're gonna win the whole thing.
No,
I think
I
they could, but I think it would be a bit too cutesy if they win the
yeah.
whole thing. But this definitely looks like Ted's telling Rebecca next episode that he's going back home.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I was my literal next question was like, so the end of the episode. I hope we're thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Because the end of the episode, like Ted has a conversation with his mom, and Ted's mom's like, "Well, I did come here to talk to you, about something," and she's like, "Your son misses you so much," and she's like, "That little boy needs you," and like Ted's just like, "I know," and he's like, to say how he's too scared to get close with his son because he knows his son's just gonna leave him.
Mm.
And it's heartbreaking.
The whole every time he's like anything where he gets personal about this sort of stuff,
the happiest
so
person
sad.
in the world, and
I think that's why it works so well.
front.
These moments hit so hard because every other moment he's so happy, so optimistic, always trying to like make everybody else feel better. That when he's broken down, it's just
Jamie spending all episode worried about his dad. He goes, worried about what like his dad's going to be the loudest person in the crowd that hates him. And then the end of the episode when Jamie just finally lets go of all that and wins the game for them, and it cuts to a shot of his dad clearly in a rehab, cheering on his son.
Wow,
was heartbreaking. Yeah.
I'm very excited for tomorrow's episode.
I'm not ready for it.
I'm not ready, but I am. I want to see it, but I don't want it to end.
I'm not ready for Ted to end. But I'm sure I'm gonna love whatever they do. Roy and Jamie still being my favorite characters this season.
Yeah.
Also, Ted always just holds a spot in the best characters of the season.
Nate's come around on me for like the last few.
Love Nate. Nate's great. I like how they've done something with his hair now. Looks good.
But the straight grey wasn't doing it.
Yeah, I like it's a bit of a wash now. Trent also great. I love Trent.
Yeah, he does have some nice funny moments.
Yeah. But yeah, no, really solid season so far, except for that one episode. But saying with that one episode, that is the lowest. The one episode from the season being the Keeley, leaked video one. That episode is the lowest rated episode of Ted Lasso, which I think is extremely harsh because I think the lowest rated episode should be the Beard episode.
Beard's adventure one, yeah.
Beard's adventure one, and like that one I just skip. I don't bother watching that one. But the Keeley one, I still think that's one to watch. You need to watch that one, and I don't have an issue with watching that one.
I think, yeah, I don't know what I think.
Because that's got a really good moment when they all sing "Hey Jude" at the end. Yeah, but very excited for the next episode titled "So Long Farewell." So that's gonna.
Yeah, I'm wondering how long it will be because we've been having some long episodes.
I love it.
I'm loving that.
If you're gonna do a final last season, like make them long. And one of the episodes was like an hour and 5 minutes. I think the last episode was like almost an hour long. Like hour and 10 minutes. Fucking hell.
Yeah, they've been like encroaching over the hour mark.
Yeah,
get that hour.
I'm really hoping we get a nice juicy long one.
Compared
if it's going to be the last one.
Season one's got like episodes that are 30 minutes in it.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure I can't remember where I saw it, but I saw it somewhere, and it's like each season's obviously gotten slightly longer.
Yeah.
Here, runtime for season 1 was about 29 to 33. Season 2, 30 to 49, and now we're getting 43 to 69.
Yeah. So they're giving us more Ted Lasso.
Which is what the world deserves.
Yes.
Well, it's less what it deserves and more what the world needs.
We need more Ted Lasso. We need to be happy.
And it's beautiful that they seem to be telling a message that, like, yes, people can be happy on the outside, but can be really struggling with stuff. That's really important because you don't know what everyone's going through, and everyone should just be nice and support each other because you never know when that like super happy person you see is actually really struggling with something.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what Ted Lasso. That's what the show's about.
Yeah, be kind.
So when I was away,
here we go.
I found a podcast, guys.
Ooh.
Now, Brayden might have heard of this one. Have you ever heard of How Did This Get Made?
That sounds familiar.
This is so the people that do the show his name's Paul Scheer, Jason Mantzoukas.
Yes.
Is one of the people that does it, and then Paul Scheer's wife, who's been in a few things. I can't remember her name. I think her name's June.
Yes, June.
But yeah, you will recognize all of these people. Jason Mantzoukas, of course, is Pimento. And
yeah,
Paul
you'd know
Scheer,
him from
recognize.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine and The Good Place.
Yeah, Paul Scheer, you'd recognize if you saw him.
Yeah, I recognize him. What's he been in? What?
And then his wife, you probably recognize.
Okay, that's why I've heard of this podcast before, because it's one of those podcasts that like started in 2010. Like it started when podcasting was really just starting to pop off.
Yeah.
So like they're OG podcasters.
Yeah. So here's the other reason I've started watching this now. I found that they've been doing a series on the Fast and the Furious movies where they watch and they talk about them all. But they've been doing this since 2010. So they are doing it, and they've released these episodes recently on the Spotify, where when they're talking about them, they're talking about them as they've just come out.
Incredible.
And they've only done Fast 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Nice.
And they get Adam Scott to come in and guest star on all of these episodes.
Oh my god.
Which is the best, and I love how much they talk about these movies because they all love them. They're just like these like they talk about like exactly how they should be spoken about and how I treat them. Where they're the dumbest movies ever made, but they're so fucking fun.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
There's an episode that the sixth one's the best one in this one where Adam Scott says everyone picks up and answers the phone no matter where they are. Like Tyrese is on a aeroplane at one point and he picks up and answers the phone, and then Adam Scott's like, I know this and this has to be comedic because this is a rule of threes, and I refuse to believe this is anything but comedic. And he's just like, so when they show Letty's photo to Vin Diesel, he has no reaction at all. And then they show Letty's photo to Paul Walker, and he has no reaction at all. And then they show his photo to everyone, and they will have no reaction at all. And I'll try and find the one
Amazing.
that this sold me onto watching it. Just bear with me. I'll pull it up because I've got it saved. Maybe like it's just so funny. All right, what we got here? Liked. How are we all doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Good. I'm happy to hear whenever people get into a new podcast. I enjoy podcasts as a format. I really enjoy it. So
there's only one that I listen to regularly, and it's the Old Man and the Three.
Is that a basketball one?
It's JJ Redick podcast.
Well, I listen to this one called Millennial Movie Talk. You should check it out.
Pretty good.
Okay,
wait. Now I have to tell the funniest anecdote. I really hope my dad happens to be like just having this on in the background to support us on YouTube right now. I was sitting in the living room yesterday because I had the day off, and I was just sitting in the living room reading a comic with some nice music on, and then my dad was sitting on the couch on the other side of the room, and he was just relaxing reading as well. And then at one point he put on one of his podcasts that he listens to. I think it's Tony and Ryan, Australians. They sound funny. And like just a chat shit comedy podcast. And he fell asleep and the podcast ended, and then it just went into playing Millennial Movie Talk on Spotify. And then my dad woke up and I was just talking directly at him, and it was very silly because I was just sitting across the room and I start hearing our intro music and I'm like, what? So yeah, shout out Dad for being an avid listener.
We love you, Dad.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
All right, there you two.
All right, let's see what we got.
Alrighty. So let's just get this up here.
Now the question is, do we have audio on this screen?
I have put it on.
Good work.
I think so. You got. Oh, hang on. You guys might not be able to. Excuse my Discord settings.
Yeah, just don't mind that. Go add Alex on Discord, I guess.
Yep, cool. We're good. All right.
Cool.
All right. This should be working. And where's the browser? Here we go.
Everyone in this movie, the minute they pick up a phone, everyone's there. They've picked up and they've answered. There's no going to voicemail in this world.
And there's no greetings. There's not any. At one point, one of the guys in this just picks up a phone and starts listening to the other person talk.
Tyrese picks up a phone while he's flying in a jet.
In a jet! The comedy plays nice and good in this movie.
Good. Can I talk about a comedy bit that I have to believe was on purpose? It was like a classic, like, what is the rule of 3 in comedy or whatever?
Yeah.
The photo of Michelle Rodriguez, when they first show it to Vin Diesel, he has like almost zero reaction to it. But the second time they show it, it's to Paul Walker. The reaction is almost nothing. The third time is extra spectacular because they throw it on the table in front of everyone, and no one has a reaction to it.
Then Michelle Rodriguez picks up the photo and has little reaction to it herself. Everyone in this movie, the minute they pick up the phone, everyone.
And it's so funny because obviously the beauty of it is that they did this in real time. So like it came out. So like when they talk about number 6, they literally just all finished seeing number 6 in the theaters.
Yep. And so they have no context for what happens next or anything.
They predict Helen Mirren playing Shaw's mother.
That's brilliant.
Okay.
They predict that. They just talk about how they want all the villains to be be a part of the team and heroes, which happens.
Which exactly what happens.
Yeah, it's sad though when they start talking about Paul Walker really good, and then you get to number 7 and he's died.
Yeah. Bless.
But yeah,
did they call going to space? I mean,
they said they had to go. They said like that we have to go to space. June got a little disappointed because they didn't drive on the moon. I can't wait till they. The funniest shit is when they get to 9, and 9 is at its peak ridiculousness. And they talk about how John Cena is someone we've never heard from before. How in the previous flashbacks, John Cena and his John Cena's the guy that plays young John Cena in those flashbacks is so much smaller than the guy that plays young Vin. But when they go. When they meet each other in real life, they're the same height, or like John Cena's a bit taller. And the funniest thing they talk about is in Fast 5 when they're like, we love this movie, but the best part about it is when they scam the Rock at the end and show him that they that he's got the fake vault, and instead of going somewhere else to unlock the vault, they go back to their headquarters that the Rock has been to throughout the movie, and they open the money and do the reveal there instead of just going somewhere else.
They actively know exactly where they are.
Yeah. So
that's
really good.
They must think, oh no, that'd be too stupid to go back there. They must be somewhere else.
So yeah,
it was a double bluff.
People should, if you want to check out people rip into Fast and Furious, that's basically what I listen to on the plane rides.
Nice.
To and from Bali, as well as watching John Wick Chapter 4 and Dungeons and Dragons. So
hey, that's a fun one.
So John Wick Chapter 4 is still great. I've shocked how much action's in the last hour of that movie. Like
the stairs.
How many stairs?
The stairs.
The stairs.
Yeah, I'll say as well that ending really solid.
Love the ending.
That duel.
Duel's great, and
Duel's great, and then him just sitting on the stairs.
Is he dead? He has to be dead.
The rumors flying around that there's going to be a 5.
They're doing 5. They're actively developing 5.
Yeah. Update. Yes, my dad is avidly listening.
Right now?
he sent me a message and was just sent me a thumbs up, and then was like, "I am in fact listening."
Excited for the Meg 2, are we, Randall?
Oh my god, yeah! If we get tickets to the Meg 2, we have to.
Well, no matter what, we're all going.
Bro,
Randall included.
Meg 2 in the D-Box seats.
God, okay, can we please talk about this? Because
this is so fun.
We have to see something and review it.
I leave to go to Bali for a week and a half, and I come back and Hoyts is just like, we've got motion seats now.
Like,
I just can't I can't imagine. Like, I can imagine them fun once or twice, but then like, surely you'd get sick of it.
You know what the worst part is for some people? The seats that they've removed and put in D-Box seats are some of people's favorite seats in the movie. They're Brayden seats.
They're gonna be
like the front area of the back section.
Yeah, my pa is gonna be heartbroken. That is my pa's. That's been my pa's cinema spot since that spot has existed.
That's a lot of people's cinema spots. Most people grow out of sitting right at the back or right at the front and sort of converge on that point.
Not us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think our seats are now in jeopardy a lot.
Yeah, our seats, like, we're done.
Surely they've only done it to one of the cinemas.
I'm just saying right now that, like, I know you guys are like, we gotta go see one movie to do it. I'm seeing all my movies in D-Box. I'm going to Transformers in D-Box. I'm going to The Flash in D-Box.
There's gonna be a new section of all of our movie reviews.
I looked online,
which is what the D experience was like.
Here's the thing: if you get sick of it, you have a control panel. You just turn it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I gotta look this up now.
Changed.
They have a thing on their website that says what it's like.
Yeah, I looked it up, and there's a control panel. You can just turn it off. You can turn up the intensity too. You can choose what intensity you want.
Could you imagine seeing something like Top Gear and having it at the top intensity?
Guess what movie's in D-Box that I'm definitely seeing?
What?
Barbie. Barbie's.
Oh.
I'm seeing Barbie in D-Box. Are you kidding me?
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
And do you just do you move as they walk around?
I'm in. Like,
what does that mean? What? When the car flips in the trailer, then your seat goes.
Did you see that new trailer?
Oh yeah!
What a trailer!
That film of the year.
Choose your heel or your Birkenstock. Got me.
Yeah,
because I just
and then it's like, no, you have to choose. Oh my god! I'm watching this trailer for the motion recliners right now.
Like
D-Box. They just sort of wiggle side to side. Oh my god! This is a very funny clip. I highly recommend people check this out.
Is it just on their normal website?
It's just on their YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
And they do have proper buttons so that you can choose. That's strange.
Like, here's the thing.
That's so funny.
I've even worked out when they're doing their renovations. Because if you go and look at Hoyt's session time for the next couple of days, you see the extreme screen sessions just slowly go away. Because they're adding them into those theaters.
Are they putting it in both the extreme screens or just one?
I think they're putting it in like multiple cinemas.
Oh my god! Craziness.
Bro,
well, you can hear us review Hoyts' Dick in a Box experience.
Bro, Indy 5 and D-Box.
Whenever he whips, it just gives you a little tap on the ass.
No, someone comes out and whips you.
Could you imagine being
sort of the front, just with a little?
Could you imagine being in the first row behind that area, and all you see the whole time is his chairs just wiggling at the corner of your eyes?
I'm very interested to see what the sound is like. I'm interested to see if there's like just a constant like. Like I want to know what the sound is like in that.
Why?
Theater.
Like
I'm so.
It's 2023. What are we doing?
Fucking bring back Shrek so we can do Shrek 4D.
Honestly,
Alex has realized something.
I won't be surprised if they do that.
Michael, you know, we're laughing at all the other people in the extreme screen. They've given our road to D-Box.
Oh no!
Yeah.
How many cinemas have they done this to?
I don't know, but I'm looking at extreme screen because I sent you guys a screenshot the other day, and it wasn't extreme screen that was done.
Was that not extreme?
It was just the top middle.
Okay, so one of the extreme screens is the top middle. The other one's the C row that we normally sit in.
Oh,
that's bullshit.
Doing us dirty. Well, I mean, no, that's the perfect scenario for you, Alex. You said you want to see every film.
I've seen everything
D-Box.
in D-Box. Are you kidding me?
So I guess now you are.
Bro, I'm just so mad that they didn't do it for Fast and Furious 10.
Actually, yeah, that does seem like a real missed opportunity. Now it's there for the finale, though.
Yeah.
It's there for the final one. So when Jason Momoa slits someone's throat, you can feel it in 4D.
You can feel your chair vibrate.
I kind of want to go see it again. Like, I'm not going to lie. I spent a lot of time in Bali thinking about it.
You should see if they're doing a D-Box screening of it.
I can't. The D-Box isn't working again. They haven't set it up yet.
Oh, okay. So when are we looking at in the year?
We're looking like our first D-Box movie is going to be Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
Is that July?
I honestly
June?
I honestly feel like if we choose that movie to be our review of the D-Box experience, that's going to be the only way I see that movie.
Yeah, we should go do that.
That sounds good to me,
I'm down.
honestly.
Monday, June 12th is...
Yep.
Oh, wait, no, we can't go then. Wait, June 12th, is that a public holiday?
Is that the Queen/King's birthday? Is that
yes. Yes, that is the Monday public holiday.
Is that it? Okay, well, let's go that day because we won't be working, and there is a advanced screening at 3:15.
My God.
All right, that works.
For D-Box.
That's gonna be hilarious.
Just gonna book these tickets now. Anyone else want to come to D-Box?
I will actively ask my pa if my pa wants to come because my pa will want to see Transformers anyway.
I can send you, or I can get them at the same time, or I can send you money.
Do you want to do it?
Just do it. Otherwise, the longer I think about it, the more I probably.
Good, I like that. All right, I'll book mine, and Brayden, you can go talk to your pa.
Yeah, I'll call my pa now, and I'll be like, "Hey, do you want to go see Transformers with me and the lads?"
Michael,
I won't tell him that it's the D-Box experience.
What was that, Choppy?
I've taken E11.
All right.
Check it out.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us for this incredibly strange episode of.
Wait, no one's got anything else to talk about before I did that.
I mean, nah, not really. Bluey's really good.
Bluey's good.
Doctor Who's good.
I've
been enjoying that.
I've
read some really good comic books recently. I can recommend some comic books if you like.
Okay.
If you were disappointed by WandaVision,
here's WandaVision again.
Vision by Tom King. Seriously, it's like a lot of the inspiration for WandaVision.
I've confirmed my booking. I have my tickets.
This is really good. Everyone should go read The Vision by Tom King. It's 12 issues, so it's just one contained book. That's it. The art's great. The writing is phenomenal. It's very, very good.
I'm still hoping we get invited to The Flash.
Yeah, that's WB. I was thinking we would get. Hopefully.
But
apparently it's the best superhero film of all time, so maybe they're just expecting us to buy a ticket.
June 16th that comes out, so we got to book tickets for that in D-Box as well.
That's not far away.
So get ready for that. I'll let you guys know what date that might be a 2-movie week for us boys. It doesn't happen much.
What's my dad on about? Dad's saying check chat.
I can't. Oh, sorry, Randall. My thing's broken with chat. I need to fix it. I have to go to YouTube and pull up the video to check chat.
Incredible.
What is he saying?
What's my dad on?
All right. Did someone mention the Meg? Happy Roy for me. Yeah, Brayden, get on the Lasso train. Yes, I do. Nobody's been to the moon. I wasn't asleep. He said he wasn't asleep. No.
He was definitely asleep. He was snoring.
I'd still fall asleep during Transformers.
Yeah, honestly, the seat could legitimately be like... And my dad is known for falling asleep in Transformers films. He's done it more than once in the theater.
Alright, guys. So, how do we feel about seeing Transformers on the Monday in D-Box? And then seeing The Flash Tuesday in D-Box.
I will remind everyone, I work retail.
Yeah, we can swing it. We can help you.
Sure, if someone wants to shout me a ticket, then I'm happy.
I'll do it. I came home with money.
Oh my god. That's great. I just can't fathom the bloody actual
Michael, if you come, what session do you prefer for The Flash?
For The Flash, what's the times?
6:30, 9:15, 9:45.
Look, I can swing any of I normally work from home on the Tuesday.
Would we rather do 6:30?
Yeah, that works.
Does that work for you, Brayden?
Yeah, I can. Well, that's when we do the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
we'll just do.
So I'm already free.
We're gonna come on that episode with 2 D-Box experiences.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So that means that's excellent. Surveys and everything. That's a good I failed year 10 science. What do they call that?
It's a good. Yeah, I agree. I failed using science as well.
I can't remember what they call it.
So do we want to do 6 o'clock that night?
Sounds good. Anyone who's listening to this,
Michael,
feel free
to
buy tickets and join us.
Yeah, anything works for me.
Alright, well, I got Brayden's because I'm a nice guy.
Oh, you legend! Thank you. I totally don't have the money for for an even more expensive ticket to a film.
We got D-Box for that one as well.
Goddamn, incredible. All right, well, as we finalize our tickets for that, and my dad laughs in chat. Thank you all so much for listening to episode.
That means I don't have to get you an engagement present now, right?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's done. That's all you got to do.
D-Box.
Yeah, D-Box. It's the perfect engagement present for anyone.
I feel bad, Michael. I'll get yours too.
Oh, there you go. You can follow us on your podcast service of choice, whether it be Spotify or Apple or some other random thing. If you can, leave a review over there, and make sure you're following so that way you don't miss an episode. You don't miss our hit episode where we review Hoyts D-Box experience. You could subscribe over on the YouTube channel and jump in the chat whenever we record it live on Tuesdays, generally sometime around 6 p.m. Tuesdays Adelaide time for good old South Australia. You can add Michael on Facebook.
Please do.
Can I not redeem a D-Box ticket with my?
And as Alex finishes purchasing some tickets, and my dad suggests that we crowdfund me. Hey, support us on Patreon, and you can help me have more D-Box.
More D-Box.
Patreon.com/movie talk. Chuck us a buck or two and help make the show happen. And I think with saying that, this has been a wild time. Welcome back, Alex, from your holiday. And as always,
I'm Alex.
I'm Brayden.
And I'm Michael.
And we're out of here. Goodbye, everybody.